This podcast contains explicit content.
Dissecting the news, one tangent at a time. This is Hardly Focused.
It's my birthday today.
Yeah, America's great, isn't it? Except for the South.
Hello, and welcome to another rousing edition of Hardly Focused. On the 14th of March, 2021, it's Nate's birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, Nate.
Hey, Nate.
Thanks.
Happy birthday.
It's Pie Day, so go enjoy some pie.
Do you, because you're born on 3/14, do you get birthday pie or do you get birthday cake?
I get cake.
Okay.
All right.
Do you prefer pie or do you prefer cake? In general.
I like both. Yeah.
Okay.
I like food.
I like food.
Food is good.
Damn good.
stuff. I saw this debate recently, actually. And quickly, we're at hardlyfocused.com. We're on all the podcast apps. You can watch us at YouTube at hardlyfocused.com/YouTube and Nate's Spacebar comedy channel at hardlyfocused.com/Nate. Saw this debate on Facebook recently about what do you prefer, cake and pie? And I decided to be a troll and cite Lisa Loeb's 2002 album, Cake and Pie. Why not both?
Ooh. That's such a tough decision, though, because it's like pie, but cake.
Yeah.
Like
Not knowing which pie or which cake, if I had to choose blindly, I'd assume I'd naturally fall to the cake side.
Yeah.
But no, if I had, okay, this is the best pie you can get, this is the best cake you can get.
Yeah, that's a good way to judge it. I feel like if you get store-bought, I feel like store-bought pie is better than store-bought cake.
Yeah.
I don't know where you go because I get some fucking awesome cakes.
Well, I mean, it's just because the places that I go are pretty much the grocery store. I mean, it's just got that frosting that is just sugar and it doesn't have like any flavoring to it. And it's like Cool Whip or whatever.
Cool Whip?
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Yeah.
I'm very picky about with both my pie and my cake. You know what I think I've developed an adverse taste to? Table talk pies.
Yeah.
Developed. Were you scarfing them down every day beforehand?
I used to love those things, man. I used to love table talk pies, and then I think I just overdid it. I used to get them just for free through various things. Nate, if you remember back in high school, I used to do things with table talk pies, and there would always be leftovers, and then that's how I would get the leftovers. I fondly remember our friend and my old roommate, Stefan, who has an allergy to... Oh God, I can't remember what specifically it is, but he took a bunch of table talk pies that were specifically that flavor, the thing he's allergic to, and he crushed about 10 of them before remembering, oh right, anaphylactic shock.
Oh God, what happened?
Was that an ambulance ride?
I didn't see him again for a couple days, so it was pretty serious. But he did say,
Piss out my ass.
he enjoyed every bite of it. I think it was worth it.
Was it like,
yeah.
Is he allergic to blueberries or like, was it pecan pie?
It's not pecan, and it's going to bother me because it's like one of the most obvious flavors, but at the same time, it's something that like you see.
She's my cherry pie.
You see it and you're like, who the hell could be allergic to this?
Apple
pie.
Apple.
The American is apple pie, but of course, Act's a communist, so of course he'd be allergic to it. Yes.
Oh, I'm talking about Stefan.
Stefan, sorry.
Yes. Act doesn't like
goes
mint.
great with EpiPen.
Act doesn't like mint. He has always been very adverse to mint.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Was there a mint julep pie?
Ooh, I'd take that. All right. I don't have anything against mint. I crushed those junior mint boxes like there's no tomorrow.
What's your favorite pie, everyone?
Mike, what's your favorite pie?
Ooh, my wife's.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors.
Probably a summertime like a berry pie. So you've got like the blueberries and the raspberries in there. It's a little bit of that just a little bit of that nice sweet syrup to go in there. Yeah, that's a fave. Not often used. Usually it's like a one, like you've got your apple pie, or you've got, your pumpkin pie. I fucking hate pumpkin pie.
Oh, come on, man. I love pumpkin pie.
Oh, you go fuck yourself.
I'll
I'll be
off a bridge.
contrarian. I hate pumpkin pie.
Well, you're not going to like the smell of my house if you ever come back, because I got a pumpkin flavored or scented rather candle.
Well, I will see you never.
Or smell you. Never.
But I miss you, man.
Smell you later.
I miss you, man. My dad makes a mean strawberry rhubarb.
Ooh, that is very underrated.
And I feel kind of bad because a couple of years ago he always makes it like for every major holiday gathering. And a couple of years ago, I guess he had strawberries in the freezer that like he picked them fresh, but then put them in the freezer, and I guess didn't have them thaw all the way.
Oh,
and they baked them into the pie, and there was like just like a small fraction of the pie that was still had frozen filling in it, and never heard the end of that one.
Hockeys.
I like lemon meringue pie.
Ooh, lemon meringue pie is really good.
I see. It's like with cheesecake, right? Like, say you go to the Cheesecake Factory, and you go.
Well, you can have any cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory, and it's gonna be fucking good.
Yeah, I always go for like either the lemon, or I feel like lemon flavoring is light compared to chocolate, so it's easier to stomach, especially if you've.
I mean, you can have burnt asshole cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory and still come out pretty good.
That's what they put on top of the lemon, the lemon meringue cheesecake. It's like burnt asshole, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's that whipped cream, but they flame it a little bit. So it literally looks like a human appendage that got caught in the fire.
Yeah, I like the non-traditional cheesecakes. You're like, oh, there's cookie dough in here. Like, oh, okay, go on. This is a brownie mix with, like liquid, chocolate in the middle. Oh.
Now let me just point out that Nate asked us what our favorite kind of pie was, and we segued back to cake.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Is like. That's a tricky one because I feel that cheesecake is kind of more like a pie. But I don't know what
is it the bastard son between the two?
I think so. I think it's
like you've got briefs and you've got boxers and you've got boxer briefs.
It's like the Prius. It's the Prius. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
I miss cheesecake.
Yeah, I am kind of really jonesing now for some Cheesecake Factory. It's been about a year and some change at this point. I think the last time I went was.
It's been 1 year since you looked at me.
I think I went in like January or February of last year before everything went to shit. It was one of my last gatherings with humans
before the COVIDs.
Before it ended. Yeah, we are now officially at 2 milestones. It's been about a year since the shutdowns all happened. I distinctly remember by Pi Day of last year, the shutdowns were in effect. Yep. And we are coming on the anniversary of the last Talk Radio Meltdown episode too, because that was the last time we all gathered together.
Yeah.
That was also when we announced this show rebranding as Hardly Focused. So it's been kind of a crazy year. We did that final gathering in person after the shutdowns happened, and we were just kind of in the back of our minds thinking to ourselves, we shouldn't be doing this. This is what we're doing.
This is a bad thing.
Yeah.
We should. Let's do it anyway.
That was my birthday last year. Is we kind of gathered for a little birthday, and for my cake, I had like a little air gun, and I sprayed out my candles with the air gun. I was like,
there we go.
Well, I mean, that's safe. That's a 2020 way of doing things.
Absolutely. No one gonna blow up my candles. Fuck you, man. You better not blow out your candles.
Yeah, it's been wow. That is some wind. What is with this fucking wind lately?
I don't know. It's weird. It's insane. And I feel like, and I haven't said it out loud, but I can say it now. I feel like the wind wasn't as bad when I was growing up as it is now as an adult, and specifically in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Like even in my house, I've lived in my house for 5 years, and I don't remember the wind being this bad 5 years ago.
No, it's just this year. Maybe.
Oh yeah, it's a twister. It's a twister.
It's the wonder of nature, baby. Again, why do we quote these things when I just have it here? It's the wonder of nature, baby. Goddamn right, I'm gonna play that whole thing.
I have to watch that movie again, man. It's been a while since I've seen it.
It plays a lot on TV, and anytime it comes on TV, I watch it. I mean,
you're usually good for about once a week. You'll find it some odd time.
Yeah,
I used to be obsessed with that movie when I was younger, and I still love it. I will still watch it. I almost bought. I think I've told this story, and I'll tell it again. There's a guy in Oklahoma who built what he called the Paxton Mobile. He bought a like a 96 Dodge Ram quad cab with the extended bed, and he modified it, and the thing had like 300,000 miles on it. He modified it to make it look exactly how it did in the movie Twister. He built a fully functioning Dorothy unit that he put in the bed, and then he sold it last year with the Dorothy for about, I think, $8,000, and I almost bought it. Because I had the money and I almost bought it. I wouldn't know what to do with it or where to put it, and it's at the point now where like it's just barely passing inspection. You're gonna be sinking more money into it than
if you're going to go for a movie vehicle, at least in your area and with your garage size. You want to go with a Jeep Wrangler from the original Jurassic Park. Okay, that will at least fit in there.
Yep.
The extended bed Ram, it won't even fit in your goddamn driveway.
No, it'd be sitting out in the street.
It's gonna get hit by a plow because its ass end's gonna be in the street. So.
Right. Well,
yeah,
hey,
go with that.
You know what? If it gets hit by a plow, that's fine because at the end of Twister, that truck had the shit beaten out of it.
Yeah, it's more authentic.
Yeah. And I'm pretty like. The motherfucker just bought that truck too, and then within 2 days, his crazy wife destroyed the thing.
Oh, what a bitch!
And Kate, I don't think had ever seen that movie until Bill Paxton died. So we honored Bill Paxton by watching Twister, and she got triggered when after Helen Hunt's truck gets destroyed. And she starts pressing Bill Paxton about his truck. And she's like, you got full coverage on that thing? And he just smiles and goes, liability only. And she's like, what kind of idiot has liability only? She's like, that should be illegal.
That so would trigger her. I know that for a fact.
She does car insurance. I mean, I figured that would trigger you too, Mike. You guys work together.
Yeah, except it's one of those like that makes my life easy. I'm like, all right, bye. You don't have coverage. Sucks to be you.
Yeah, about that. I had a Ford Focus that was like on its last legs, and I figured, I don't really need it. Like, it's fine and everything. So that got to the end of the road, and I was like, all right, I scrapped it, got a new car, transferred my old insurance plan to the new car, forgetting that I don't care what happens to my car insurance plan on my new car now. And somebody hit it and ran and dented the shit out of my my passenger side door. And I called them and they said, you're not covered. I was like, fuck. Because I forgot to change the plan to a car that I care about.
Well, isn't that in Massachusetts? Isn't that illegal? Like,
you have technically, yes and no, but yeah, if in Massachusetts, if you have a loan out on the vehicle, you're supposed to be required to have collision and comprehensive because it's not your vehicle; it's the bank's vehicle. So therefore, the bank requires it in Massachusetts.
That makes sense.
I mean, I think it's most states too required if you still have like a loan on the car.
Well, it was my grandma's car, so no.
If it was paid off, it's your own damn fault.
Yeah, it's completely my fault. I just said, shit, can I call back and say that it was vandalized? And they're like, no.
No, because you've already told us that, and that's fraud, and then you'll go to jail.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what they said. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, but I didn't see it happen. Somebody could have hit it with a hammer.
A hammer shaped like a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This hammer has a Ford logo on it. What?
Live and learn.
Well, yeah, Nate, that's a learning experience for you.
And now you know. Check your fucking insurance.
And Mike,
Always.
Yes.
yeah, you're not wrong. The wind, especially this year, like last year and this year.
Yeah, the last couple of years has been fucking crazy bad.
Yeah. I like
Way more than I thought before. It's like,
and it hasn't stopped.
no. And I'm aware of the wind because the way that the wind blows, I can completely clean out my backyard. And the trash will end up coming over a fence and around in my backyard and collect in an area. And same thing with the leaves. But like I literally have a fucking Vienna sausage can literally in my backyard now. I'm like, that doesn't just get blown from like a light breeze. It can't roll into my backyard. It has to literally get blown over a fucking fence.
Yeah.
Like that's the wind is that bad where it's picking up empty cans and just tossing them everywhere.
Yeah. It's been nuts. It's been waking me up every night. I feel like just since one of the last big snowstorms that we had around here in New England, there's just every day just been a breeze that seems to pick up and it hit, I don't know, like 50 miles an hour. Like it's nuts. Like every time this happens, I get petrified because of the wires, right? Like
Sarah's freaking out. She's like, I feel like our house is going to get hit by a tree. And I'm like, our neighbors took down all the other trees. We physically can't get hit. The garage can get hit and nowhere else. Don't worry about it.
What about cows?
Oh, that's the same cow, I think.
Yeah, it's been fucking ridiculous. It's that global warming, I tell you.
I'm really glad we had this discussion because I really thought it was just me. I was like, why am I afraid of wind now? Like, I feel like when you're a little kid, it's like thunder and lightning. You're scared of thunder and lightning.
Very, very frightening.
I never had that. But like, now I'm like, I'm going to get hit by a tree and die. Okay, well, this is fun. I guess good night forever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once you become a
Good
homeowner.
night forever.
Once you become a homeowner, it becomes a concern. Now, the 2 trees I had in front of my house, I'd like to thank the city of Worcester for removing them. But it's one less fear I have of the wires being affected by those trees specifically. But it's not to say that there's wires running through trees elsewhere in my neighborhood. Hell, dude, last summer, I think we got like the remnants of a hurricane or something because we had a hell of a windstorm and it took down a tree like a half a mile away from here, like several blocks over. And it took down a tree that took down wires and knocked out my power for 18 hours. And that is the shit that I'm petrified of.
No power.
Yeah, no power. I mean, it's just a thing that
If you're worried, you can get a generator.
You know what? I might as well invest in one. There's nothing stopping me at this point.
You can put it in the murder hole in your big.
Yes, the murder hallway. Yeah, I'll invest my Biden bucks into that. There we go.
True.
Which are on the way. Them Biden ducats.
Yes.
Do you think
I'm going to use mine to see my girlfriend.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to use mine for. Gambling?
Neat smile. I'm gonna go see a girl. I'm basically just gonna put it on fucking credit cards and call it a day.
I thought you were going to be like, I'm going to put it all on 23.
Always bet on black.
I should do that too. I'm trying to pay down my credit card debt because it's starting to get pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I've got, I've purchased a couple of impulse buys, and that's about it. And most of it's just going that way. So,
I've done that too. I was telling both of you guys separately off air the new compressor unit I bought. I didn't need one, but I bought one.
You wanted it.
Yeah,
you wanted to.
You wanted to. Mike.
Yes.
Your thoughts on Cam Newton re-signing with the Patriots?
Wow, sports, huh? Holy shit.
Sport ball.
I know that everybody's like in Bill we trust, but like I can't get behind. I mean, he was unless they're completely rewriting the actual offensive playbook, I don't see it working out well. He'd be better off as a flex tight end, almost like in a wildcat situation. But I don't, and especially for the amount that we're paying him, like, no.
Yeah. Birthday boy, you have a question?
What is football?
Can you fill me in on what's going on?
Oh,
I saw a lot of people making a stink about it, but I was like, I don't know who this guy is.
He is the guy who replaced Tom Brady on the Patriots.
Oh, okay. So the controversy is just that he's not like one of those guys who fucking.
He's no Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? The guy who did the dogs.
Michael Vick.
Yeah. So it's not like that.
No,
it's not like that. That's not no.
Or the cheerleader guy, or the guy who was
the cheerleader guy.
No, not cheerleader.
Ben Raplesberger
is his fitness instructor. He was like really creepy with her or something, or
Tiger Woods.
Does it narrow it down?
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, athletes not as not as stand up as you might think. Cam Newton has replaced Tom Brady on the Patriots, and he I think initially only signed just a 1 year contract with the Patriots.
It was a 1 year deal, and it was like good. He's out after 1 year, and then it was just. No, we're gonna hire him on in the second year. Like,
do they suck or what's going on?
He is very inconsistent, and it's the other problem is he's completely opposite of what Tom Brady was. He's a running. He runs a lot. Brady, I think, had. Let's put it this way: Cam Newton had more rushing yards in one game than Tom Brady had in 3 seasons combined.
Wow,
maybe even the last 5 seasons combined.
He does run a lot. So
he's good at running and getting out of the pocket and escaping trouble, but he's not good at unfucking the situation up. Like, great, I got out of trouble and I'm still going to throw a wobbly pass. It's not going to go anywhere. So it doesn't really help. So
that's okay. We don't need to win.
Yeah.
No.
Winning is overrated.
Yeah. Nah, we've won enough Super Bowls in the last 20 years. Let someone else win for a change. How about that?
Yeah, let the Browns have a chance.
The Browns actually did have a chance this year.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, right.
Shockingly well. Yeah.
And then they lost in the typical Browns fashion. So
well, it was the Bucks who were like the worst of the worst, and then they ended up winning the Super Bowl because they got Tom Brady. It pretty much shows
they're like, this is going to be a bad year. How about Tom Brady and Gronk? Sure, let's win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it just shows that Brady could go to any team that he wants. And it seems like, I mean, Gronk came out of retirement for him. Like, it seems like Gronk will just follow him wherever he goes. And now this has only happened once. We've only seen this happen once, but that I think establishes, and this coming from someone who's not educated on sports in the least, that establishes a stigma that no matter where the two of them go, you are guaranteed a Super Bowl victory.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Right. So Cam Newton is I'd say, again, my uneducated opinion, Cam Newton is for all intents and purposes just an average player.
At least now, yes. At this point in his career, yes, he's now average.
But can he dunk?
Probably. He could probably dunk. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's taking the Patriots, who are seen as an unstoppable force for upwards of 2 decades, down to just a substandard team at this point. I mean,
Paxton average.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping Bill did something. Like, I was really hoping, but it looks like it was Brady.
Yep.
I mean, the ultimate question is whether or not there is an actual legitimate backup / replacement for quarterback, as opposed to just, hey, we got Cam Newton for another bridge year. So we'll see. Because ultimately, if you've got a decent quarterback and a great defense, you can get to the playoffs. So that's ultimately the question. Cam Newton can be decent. It's just a question of, is the defense going to be good enough, or is it still going to be kind of average as well? So we'll find out.
We'll see if they go to the World Series this year.
Yeah. Hey, look, as long as they can score enough 3-pointers, right?
Right. Yeah. Cam Newton, it was a big shock this past week because he was re-signed because no one.
And it was 14 million too. It's like, I don't think he's worth 14 million to re-signing.
Yeah. No one, I think even Cam Newton was expecting that Cam Newton would be re-signed. But
hey guys, I'm back. Yeah. So do I. So
No one tell him.
Well, we'll find out in about 6 months. We'll see how it goes. Once
Sports.
Once the old football season starts up again. So cool. All right. Coming up later in this episode, we're gonna go up to New Hampshire and feature a video for our viewing audience on our YouTube channel at hardlyfocus.com/YouTube of I guess they weren't commercials. It was like a infomercial or something.
It was something.
From a now defunct dollar store, locally owned dollar store in Derry, New Hampshire. The video popped up on my Facebook feed yesterday, and I watched a few minutes of it and realized, holy shit, this is audio platinum. So, and video platinum for that matter. So we will feature that. And we also have our Hardly Shuffled segment coming up. Featuring our picks from Killing Joke, and I forgot all the other ones.
I know which one I picked, but
yeah, you will hear that. You'll hear that coming up next. So
you just didn't want to say Planet Booty.
You. I just legitimately was blanking on it. So
I blanked on it too.
Yeah.
I was like, what one did I pick?
And-
Yeah, Planet Booty.
yeah, and Tears for Fears, which was Mike's pick. So
Yes.
we got that coming up. Stick around.
This is Hardly Focused.
Don't recite Pulp Fiction while your wife's in labor. While it's on TV with the nurse that's helping her give birth.
Oh, Mike, why do you say this? Why would you know this?
The nurse and I were riffing. It was great. And it's like, hey, I'm having a kid here. Like, whatever.
Hear more at hardlyfocused.com.
The Hardly Focused web store, featuring Hardly Focused branded shirts, stickers, and face masks. Spend some of your hard-earned money at hardlyfocused.com/store.
This podcast contains explicit content.
To be a fly on the wall for this conversation.
Bob, you're in the room.
You are listening to Hardly Focused.
Oh, Nate, remember when we were so excited for a new Blink-182 album and then Neighborhoods came out?
Yeah.
The problem with that album is that almost all of it was recorded in different locations.
Yeah.
And if you're in a band, COVID and the lockdowns aside, that's not how you record music. You don't do it separately. That loses the magic. It loses the gel. You need to be together and record songs on there. And there's, I think, 3 or 4 songs on that album that were actually recorded all together, and those are the best songs on the album. We are Hardly Focused with Jack Gill, Mike Terrara, Nate Fillers. It's Nate's birthday. On this day, the 14th of March, Pi Day. And
How much pie do you know?
3.1415.
09.
That's it. That's all I know.
That's it.
Was that right?
Fine.
Next two?
No, it's 3.14159653 5897 or no 93. No one's checking, right? If I go too fast, like it's just way too, but it's at least 3.159.
Yeah.
3.14159.
Okay. Dude, spitting licks over here. I don't get it. I don't get math. I don't get numbers.
I don't understand how it's non-repeating. I don't get how literally there is all of the million strings of numbers, it physically can't repeat itself.
Right.
That's what I don't understand. That's what I can't wrap my mind around. Is it literally at no point is like, oh, there's a repetition here and it keeps going again. Like, no, it's fucking. How's it random?
But also, how do we not know? How do we know that it doesn't repeat if it's forever? You know?
Yeah, what's the point of having it go to so many places, right? Like, what does that solve? What problems of the world does it solve?
It just goes to show you that
it's a circle, man. It's a circle. There is one.
The band.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's literally the only purpose it serves. And there's people out there that continue to count it. Like, is it solving COVID? Is it solving world hunger? Did it cure cancer? Like, no, then who cares?
So I actually taught myself pi like as many digits because it's my birthday, and I was really nervous when I went to trivia that it was going to be like the last question, because the last question is a write-in question. So it was pi day when I had trivia night, and I just figured the last question was going to be like whatever team can do the most digits of pi gets the bonus points, because it's like live or die.
Oh, yeah. It's not, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the question? It's like, do you know the question better than the other team?
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, that would be a good question. So I studied. It's so fucking hard with dyslexia, like to just fucking remember. Like it's like 3.1415926535897932384, something like that.
That is about 20 digits better than I got. So
yeah,
hats off to you, sir.
3.1415986753009. J.G. Wentworth. 877.
So much easier to get into, like when you do like 23, 43, like those, instead of like 3.14159. You got 2653. You group them. Let's do them. All right, right now, let's do 1,000,000 digits. All right, ready? 3. Dude, those people who have those super memories are really cool.
Yeah.
Like
the Rain Men of the world.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. Really quick, I just got this TMZ alert. Trey Songz spits into 2 women's mouths on what appears to be a set. It sounds like a porno is being filmed. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, if you spit in somebody's mouth, it's
yeah, you're doing a baby bird, or you're filming some hardcore pawn. But look,
wait, who?
Trey Songz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I noticed this. I had to really think about this. I go on Pornhub, and almost all of the videos now are all, like the Pornhub like rec, like the homemade stuff, and like, I don't like that stuff. I mean, it's good. There's good things in there, but I don't like that stuff. And it dawned on me. Yeah,
you like quality. You like plot.
Yeah, like I want to know why the guy is there.
This plot seems very contrived. I don't know if I can get into this.
It's because everything's filmed.
He doesn't look like a plumber. Does he have a master's plumber's license?
It's because everything is filmed from like one angle, because everyone's like they're shooting it on their phones. Or it's all POV, which like that
doesn't do it for you.
No, because it's the dude holding the camera, and
he's not a cameraman. He's an actual
right
actor. So he's just never going to be as good.
Right.
It's because you don't have the Oculus. I guess get the Oculus.
I'm gonna have to invest. I gotta invest in VR porn at this point.
I mean, hello, take your Biden bucks. All right.
I should. There we go. I can finally play that new Half-Life game. But yeah, it dawned on me it's because of the pandemic. We're not getting any new
stuff.
Yeah, we're not getting any like professional porn being shot. Bang Bros ain't doing it. So you're not having 3 cameramen on set.
They've got to supply proper protection for all the cast and crew. and it's just that much more difficult.
Yeah.
So
now you got all these couples and they're all from Russia too, which I love. All these couples who were like, hey, Sasha Grey did this one thing one time that was really hot, so let's have all of our videos be that. Like, okay, come up with a different gimmick. Or stop having the chicks dress up like Overwatch characters. That's one thing that disturbs me. Like, it's not hot, it's not attractive. It's a niche, but
I never understood that and like hentai. I'm gonna be honest. I've never it's like it's not real. I mean, I know porn is,
but
not
it
real.
is, man. But it
But
is.
like, I mean, yeah, you're splitting hairs because real like, porn's not real anyway. Like, it's her first time.
Just like wrestling.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Like,
I don't understand.
I'm a virgin, yet I'm going to take 3 black cocks on my ass, and
Oh, yeah,
okay.
right. Yeah.
And my boyfriend's going to be looking off to the side, not caring in the world. Oh, yeah, okay. Completely reasonable.
Yeah, the descriptions in these Pornhub like homemade videos and the titles, it's just as ridiculous as what you just said, Mike. It's like there'll be a video from 3 years ago from this couple who'll be like, 18-year-old slut loses her virginity, and then 3 years later 18-year-old slut takes 4 up every orifice. Like, so she's been 18 for 3 years. That's what offends me. That's what makes me
is the
upset.
time traveling.
That's
what offends you.
That doesn't make sense. And then you said one day she's a schoolgirl, and then the next day she's your ex-wife.
Sister.
Yeah. God damn. Like, I just I want the pandemic to be over so I can get some good adult entertainment so we can start having fun again.
hit up OnlyFans.
Oh, Jesus. Everyone's doing OnlyFans now. That's the new Patreon. Remember, everyone was on Patreon, and then now they're all on OnlyFans. But I guess, like, OnlyFans is designed...
OnlyFans is for teachers that are working in the South that apparently can make $100,000 a month and then get kicked out of their Catholic school as a teacher.
Right. Yeah, because being a teacher pays so well.
I know.
But OnlyFans, it seems like it's designed with lewd pornographic content in mind, whereas Patreon, people were using it for all different things. It's just the cosplayers took it over and decided that's where they were going to start posting their fake nudes.
Hey, you know what? It's what the market requires, right?
And that's one last gear grind, because then I actually want to get into the thing that I said we were going to do. Is I prefer the cosplayers who do, because they all go and they do what they call lewds, and I prefer the ones who don't actually show anything because they want to lead you on, and then they're the ones who are just like, hey, you know what? Yeah, they're just like, fuck it. Like, I've been leading people on for too long. I'm just gonna start bearing everything. Like, no, you've lost your appeal at that point. Cool. I've seen you naked. Well, whatever. Give me the Jessica Negris of the world who still continue to lead people on and troll their perverted fans, who and also tell them that they are actually lacking anatomy just to try to shut them up. when the fans are like, show me your butthole, and Jessica Negri's like, I don't have one. I was never born with one.
Thanks for bringing it up.
I'll show you my colostomy bag. How about that?
I thought you were going to say cloaca. I was like,
Cloaca Maxima.
All right. In New Hampshire, there was a locally owned dollar bill or a dollar store called Dollar Bill's Discount World. It was located in Derry, New Hampshire. And
that's DERRY, not dairy like the milk.
Okay, so if you're lactose intolerant,
you can still go there. Yes.
Cool.
Not to be confused with Derry, Maine, the fictional location of all of Stephen King's best known works, such as It. But
and Son of It. And It 3D.
And Stand By Me.
Except for Carrie. I believe Carrie was in another fictional town called Chamberlain in Maine. Facebook page called Found Footage Festival posted this a while back. The description of the video is, this warehouse full of crap in southern New Hampshire bought a half hour of local TV airtime each week in which the owner, Dollar Bill, showcased his items in a breathless and surprisingly sexual way. This edit is taken from a handful of episodes from 2008 sent to us by Ken Reed. Brace yourselves for savings. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like BioShock. All the vending machines in BioShock, because I think they're called dollar bills. And they're the ones that you hear like,
You might be right. Yeah.
I appreciate a woman who appreciates value. Those are all voiced by the creator of the series, too, by the way.
Nice. Really? That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, Ken Levine. But dollar
Adam
bills.
Levine? What?
Dollar bills closed in 2012. According to dairynews.com, quote, citing a struggling economy and not enough of a customer base to keep their business afloat. That's what shocks me. Not enough of a business, not enough of a strong economy, not enough business with the videos that this guy was putting out every week. Holy shit. I'd be shopping there regularly.
Had you known, man. Had you known.
Yeah, I wish I didn't find out about this 8 years later after it was closed. Mike, you said that your wife is familiar with.
Oh, yeah.
Place.
She goes, oh, my God, is that the... Yeah, that's the place where she got the knocked off pound puppies when she was growing up. She goes, I remember that place. I'm like, all right. Well, apparently it's in New Hampshire. It was a New Hampshire staple.
Yeah. What do you call a knockoff pound puppy?
Ounce.
I don't know. Yeah,
Dog.
Kilo puppies. I don't know.
Kilo puppies. Kilo canines.
Nice.
Yeah. Well. Let me do the old screen share here. Okay, here we go. Dollar bill. I
believe you got to say dollar bills, y'all.
Dollar bills discount world. Here we go.
We have the most amazing deal of the day, which will blow you away at the end of the show. So stay tuned for this is the place to shop, this is the place to be. Dollars discount. Now come with me. I want to show you some unbelievable deals. Come on. Yeah, baby. And your Markel soft pack for that little tissue issue. Right down here, baby. Give me some love. Think of it, if you're going to the concert and you don't want to be lighting up cigarette lighters. You light these up, man. You be rocking with AC/DC. You be jamming, man. $3.99. $3.99. $3.99. $3.99. Easy, boys. It's Christmas. But here's your extendable SUV scraper. I was thinking the USB port. You're killing me. I'm computer port now. I got a porthole there, like a bottle of porthole. You're killing me, girls. The scrap booker, $15 retail.
How is this guy not swimming in dollars?
I don't know.
Shit. Because he's spending it all on cocaine.
So for the visual, if you're not watching the video of this, so he's wearing a hat. It's like an umbrella hat, but it's got money hanging off of it, like dangling off of it. And then he's also
it's all dollar bills because he's dollar bill.
Yep. And then he's wearing pants that have dollar bills printed all over them.
He's wearing pants, which is a shock to most of us because we would assume that guy does not own a pair of pants.
He probably doesn't.
I like the website too, dollarbills.tv. Now that sounds like a porn site. I just don't understand how this guy closed. A video like this should be just...
Are we sure he didn't close because he literally was that guy in real life? And people were like, yeah, you're sexually assaulting my teenage daughter. I'm not shopping here anymore.
Yeah, how would these... Yeah, so this is from 2008. How would this go over? How would these... just go over in this day and age?
Favorite haunt of Harvey Weinstein.
I mean, he closed his business well before we started canceling everything, so it wasn't because of that.
It was after the
Great
recession, but it was 4 years after the recession, so it was on the up and up.
Like,
and you got to think, if people don't have a lot of money, they have to go to dollar bills.
Did a Dollar General and a Dollar Tree, respectively, open down the street from him? Like that? That's what I can imagine. The war of the dollar stores.
Damn you, dollar stores.
Paul Mart.
A Five Below opened up a couple blocks over, and fuck those guys.
And I got to say, not everything is $5 or below anymore there.
I don't even know why you call them dollar stores. I don't know why. It's like the dollar menu at the fast food restaurants. There's almost nothing on the menu now that costs $1.
Yeah. And at least the other places have been like, all right, we're just going to call it the value menu. You know, like, all right. At least you're honest with yourself. Yeah, we can't charge $1 anymore.
We're hitting a point now, though, where like $10 is a value.
Right.
Yeah. More of dollar bills discount world from foundfootagefest.com.
Your cost $3.99 for Depends. Holy crap. Depends happens. Pot of gold! Hershey's pot of gold. We need the chocolate because it's just not right without it. There is time. Hurry up. There's real time. It's unbelievable. Oh, Peter, you smell that? It's Hershey time, baby. It's insane, Chelsea. It's insane. We have your elf style. Merry freaking Christmas, boys and girls. While supplies left. Whoo! Oh, it's Christmas. Oh, my heart is filled, baby. You need to bring more angels into your life. When you go to the mall and you go into the store and it's all nice and smelling, they got Babrahams wearing aprons doing like this to you, making you feel right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't right. The kissing there. Love me, sweet. We have the oil for later. Oh, it's a beautiful kissing there.
What? Exactly. Hey, what?
Now, I wonder when he would film these. Like, were there customers in the store when this was happening?
I wouldn't doubt it. No. He films this while it's open.
I can imagine him just like 6 days out of the week just being normal, subdued, and quiet. And then
he turns on the switch.
On day 7, when it's time to film his 30 minutes for local access TV. And the the assistant manager or whoever he was beckoning to earlier is like, hey, Bill's getting ready to film his 30-minute spot there. He just polished off a tin of varnish, so he's going to be all over the place.
I have no idea.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, that's just that audio is interesting.
Yep.
I don't think cocaine would do this. It has to be something else. It has to be
like 6 5-hour energy shots.
Oh, I'm thinking like paint thinner. I'm thinking like nail polish remover. Yeah, like
he's huffing glue.
Yeah, this dude not only is like huffing shit out of spray paint cans, he's literally like spraying the paint into his nostrils and going by that.
OxyClean.
Not Oxycontin. OxyClean.
OxyClean. Just like Billy Mays.
Yeah, most people like sniff bath salts. This dude's just eating them.
Oh, you're not supposed to ingest them. Oh,
I admire him though, because like I want that.
Right?
That kind of amount of energy.
Just come on. I'm drinking caffeine right now, and I'm like, just give me one day where I know what it's like to be him.
Yeah, caffeine just makes me tired. Like I get that crash. Like this dude has to sleep like a baby after he films these things.
Yeah, and it's like he strikes me as a person who does like the 2-hour cycle. Like
he doesn't sleep except for 2 hours.
He sleeps for like, just 2 hours whenever.
Oh, Jim Cramer did that. The crazy money guy.
Yeah.
I remember listening to an interview that he did, and he said he'd only sleep like 3 hours a night. And
yeah, those people are fucking crazy.
Those people also have like heart issues and other medical curiosities and don't live past certain ages.
Yeah, so
they live longer because they don't sleep. So it evens out.
All right, more of Dollar Bill.
Love Valentine's Day. Great for kids, great for adults. Where's their hood? Oh, they take. It's a titty. Feel how soft this is. Ooh, baby. I could soften this all day. Oh, feel how soft this is. Just feel it. Touch it one time. Thank you very much. That's enough. Not you, baby. Easy down there. Oh, these are monster balls. Oh, I love monster balls. Never touch anything sharp without your parents' help. And some of your parents don't touch anything sharp ever.
I was waiting for a scream. I was like, it's gonna be just. Yep.
Yeah, that's when I really.
That's a sound drop.
That's when I really hope there were people in the store when they were filming this. Okay, so I noticed on the wall. I'm going to take a guess and say that's a character of Dollar Bill. You know what that reminds me of? Does that remind you guys of anything? Something local? The characters on the wall.
Is that Spags?
Not Spags. Close.
I got nothing. I just see Lucky from Lucky's Charms.
Building 19.
Oh yeah.
You had Jerry on the walls. All that self-deprecating humor. Why didn't we ever see Jerry doing this for Building 19? I mean, Building 19, a friend of...
because he wasn't on that many drugs.
Friend of the show, Matt Shearer, put it great a few years ago. Building 19 was the place you go for like a can of expired goods and a single shoe.
Yeah. Or a whole
right.
box of just purple crayons.
Yeah. That store was terrifying. Every store, every Building 19 location was terrifying because it was very clearly in like what used to be like a supermarket or something, and they bought the space and it did nothing to it. They did no renovations. They didn't clean. You go inside, it's just there's just layers of dust everywhere.
There's still a broken can of tomato sauce in there from when it actually was a supermarket.
It was a supermarket. Yeah, it's got a giant Big D logo on it. Yeah, and the only renovation they did was to knock walls down so they could fit in all the rugs, because they always had like a quarter of the store was taken up for giant area rugs. And then there was the free coffee. Oh man, the old people love that. That's what this reminds me of, having Dollar Bill, a cartoon version of him up on the wall of his own store. This is like him trying to capitalize on Building 19's success, quote unquote.
They need to cast him in The Walking Dead. I would watch The Walking Dead if he became a character.
They just subtly replaced Jeffrey Dean Morgan with this guy.
Yeah.
I can see it.
My God.
I'd watch it again. I'd be like, let's see what Dollar Bill does this episode to zombies.
No, I'd watch it too. Yeah. All right, more of Dollar Bill and his monster balls.
Balls! Never touch anything sharp without your parents' help. And some of your parents don't touch anything sharp ever. They're holding the dog, they're holding the flashlight, they're holding their sister. They might be holding hands with their loved one, baby, doing the love walk. Come on. I do that every day. I used to do this in the movies in the 70s. You remember, don't you, baby? It was good for you. Okay. These are my own bananas. I brought them from home, girls. Don't get excited. It was a banana in my pocket. I have cut the cheese, though. You know how that is, boys. That's why I got the lights on. Okay. We've got a wrench that fits every size nut, baby. Tighten your bolts, baby. Here I come. Thermal sock.
I wasn't ready for that face.
Will Ferrell. Christmas lights everywhere. Yes. Looky, looky, Captain Hooky, while supplies last. Slam dunk it and hit it into another end zone, baby. Oh, gosh. Give me. The choo-choo trains are coming. Santa head, we love you. We'll see you in a few minutes. Bye.
Jesus Christ. That's a lot.
Does he just like... So
It's
is it...
that just gets me, like, really, like, this guy.
Can you imagine being like the son of that guy, and you bring a girl home and you're like, I need you to meet my father, and
I don't want to, but I have to.
don't say anything that might excite him.
Are those Christmas lights? Oh, baby, yeah, you know. Oh, don't judge me. It's a shop thing.
I don't want to meet you. I don't want to meet your dad. He might have bananas around.
Yeah.
If this was, I swear to God, if this was, 2018 onwards, and I show this to certain people that I know, certain snowflakes that I know, this would offend them. This would offend them because it would be offensive to potentially someone else.
I mean, it is offensive in and of itself. I mean, my God, this guy is, it's just
that's why I really, really hope he was not filming these when the store was closed, because it seems like these are 30 minutes long, right? So say 3 to 4 minutes of him just picking up merchandise and plugging it, and then 26 minutes at least of him just running around the store screaming.
I'm pretty sure I saw a customer in one of the shots.
No, that was Diane, the assistant manager.
Oh, right.
There's a customer who's just going about their daily business. They're a regular shopper. They know Dollar Bill, and they know, it's just Bill. Being Bill. Bill huffed his nail polish remover. It's just Bill filming.
Again.
Old Bill. Old Bill.
Old Bill River.
Very sad that this place closed so long ago, man.
I would have liked to have him in my autograph book.
Although, So does the merchandise at a dollar store rotate out frequently, like enough to do a weekly 30-minute show where you showcase all of your merch?
Apparently.
I guess, yeah. Well, I'm happy that exists. This page, I don't know anything about this page I found Footage Festival, but there's potential that there are gems on this page. So, because
I want to know what he's up to nowadays.
I Facebook stalked him. I didn't see much.
But he's still alive.
He's still alive. Seems
okay. Good for him.
Yeah. I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know if he has a like a.
I'm surprised his aorta didn't split open from all the drugs.
There's no Dollar Williams that I could find, so he hasn't started up a new store. It looks like, but yeah, we're running out of All Gas No Brakes. There's only so many videos, so many installments of that. So hopefully we can find something to take its place once we run out.
And if we keep on finding these gems, we won't have to.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, with that, Nate, I hope you have a good birthday.
Thank you. I hope you have a good pie day. Both of you.
I need to go and get some pie now.
I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about going to give myself the McShits, but maybe I'll pick up myself some apple pie.
Yeah, or get a moon pie. That counts, right?
Ooh, what a time to be alive!
It physically is a pie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
like s'mores.
That's what they call it, right?
Oh man, where could I get some pie? Work sent me a pie for Christmas from a place out west, and it was like it was pecan pie, but it was infused with rum.
Was it Derby pie?
I don't know, but
have chocolate chips?
Didn't have chocolate chips in it, no.
Oh, okay.
But
it's got to have chocolate chips.
I'll tell you that wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite. We're talking about what our favorite pies were earlier. That was definitely not one of my favorites. I appreciate the gesture. I thank them for doing that. It just wasn't my favorite.
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Just order a pizza and call it a day.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
A pie?
That's a pie.
Oh,
hey,
you are correct, sir.
Could do that for dinner.
Yeah.
There we go. Because I
fulfill your requirement.
I feel like I've been eating like shit a lot the last couple of weeks because I lost a ton of weight since the pandemic started. I lost like 20 pounds more than that.
Oh, and I gained that.
Well, I'm just not like last summer I was actually like out walking around a lot, playing the drums as a workout. Like I've actually been doing things to be a little more active. I figured that's what contributed to me losing weight. Last couple of weeks I've been eating like shit. I go to weigh myself this morning. Having the water weight's gone, not eating anything. The first thing I did when I woke up was weigh myself, and I lost like 3 more pounds. So either like I've just continually been active. I'm on my second bag of Reese's eggs, like the peanut butter eggs. I don't get it. Either I'm diabetic or I've got cancer. I don't know why I'm still losing weight.
Why can't it be both?
I should be large and
in charge.
Yeah, I should just be disgusting at this point, but I'm not. I don't get what's happening. But
I've got a little bit of a belly going. There's a little bit of a squish zone. I'm proud of it.
A little bit of a squish zone. I like that.
Yeah. So I'm working on it.
Yeah. I still got the Buddha belly.
Yeah, I've not gone that way. It's been a while.
Yeah. So
these aren't bad, by the way. The pretzel Reese's.
Oh no, yeah. Pretzel with anything is good. With chocolate, yeah, peanut butter, yeah. Oh yeah.
I might have to go and disagree with you there.
Well, that's because you're an asshole.
I'll tell you why I disagree with you. It's because when I was a lad, I got.
A pretzel did something to you.
Yeah, I was touched by a pretzel. When I was a lad, I got food poisoning, and the last thing I remember eating before the illness kicked in was pretzels.
Was it just like soft pretzels or like rolled gold or
like the rolled gold ones? Yeah, like I love like the big like Auntie Anne ones. I can do those. It's like the tiny little like cracker type pretzels that like I'll eat them, but I just it's one of those things where it like
triggers.
Yeah, I have to sort of get past the sort of cringe, sort of the adverse taste to it.
I can understand that. My friends were like that with curry. Like their neighbors cooked curry all the time and all that. When you smell like a food and you don't know what it's coming from, and you're like, it's different, right?
Yeah.
Well, especially
like-
curry is such a strong flavor.
Yeah,
Strong-
I mean, when you're
strong
cooking it
smell.
for you, you're like, this is what I'm eating. But when you don't know where it's coming from, you're like, what is that? Like tuna fish, and like one time in Bed Bath & Beyond, somebody returned something with garlic in it, and we couldn't find where the garlic was coming from. So the whole back room smelled like garlic. You would think garlic smells great, right? Not when you don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Not when you're not expecting to eat. You're like, I want
Exactly.
garlic when I know I've got food coming my way.
Exactly. I still love you, garlic, though. We're still bros.
I remember my father, when I was little, tried to cook like homemade. He tried to grill homemade Big Macs. Like he grilled burgers, and he tried to make like his own version of like the Big Mac sauce. And there was
Thousand Island with some ketchup in there. Like what's?
Yeah, well, I got sick, and it wasn't because of that, but it was the last thing I ate before I got sick, and now it's just
That's
like
food association there.
yeah, it's just the taste of there's like a certain, it's sort of like that certain taste you get from things that are grilled. Every once in a while I'll taste that, and it just reminds me of that time when I was 6 years old, almost 30 years ago, getting ill. So it's just, and I mean it's the same thing with Blue Moon too, because I got. Last time I got very sick drinking was off Blue Moon, so I can't have Blue Moon anymore. Taste of it just makes me gag.
Well, I mean, you've got a big enough selection of other things to drink, so I don't think you're losing out on anything.
Right.
Like Red Moon. That's a
No,
beer,
Red
right?
Dog by Red Dog.
Ooh,
That's some good stuff right there. Ugh.
Red Tick beer needs more dog. I think that's also probably why I've lost weight too. I don't drink anymore.
That's a big.
That is a big thing. Empty calories right there, man.
Yeah, I don't. I only drink in like certain situations, like if I'm like gathering with family or something. But like I've got a case of cloud candy in my fridge from Christmas, and I haven't touched it. Like my plan is to like bring it to like my parents' house if like we gather with people, but I'm not. That's
That
one
ain't happening.
Well, that's one thing I'm trying to fight with the pandemic is like, hey, you know what I don't want to be doing every night? Drinking because I'm bored.
Oh, drink because you're depressed. I mean, that's always what you're supposed to do.
I mean, that's another thing too. I've got every reason in my life right now to be depressed. So I'm like, hey, you know what I'm not going to start doing? Drinking.
That's probably good.
I'll huff varnish.
There you go.
Worked for dollar.
you can do your own
Only if
commercials.
you open up a dollar store, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
There are rules, Jack. There are rules.
We're talking all about health, and right upstairs I made myself for my birthday like a trifle. It's a German chocolate trifle, so it's got chocolate cake with vanilla pudding, and
You're allowed to. It's your birthday. It's a cheat. You're
but
fine.
holy shit, it's got to be like 10 million calories because it's like 2 sticks of butter for the frosting, a coconut, pecans. I say pecans, not pecans. Sorry.
Pecans.
Pecans. Oh, it's so fucking good. Vanilla pudding. It's just fucking crack.
And then there's actual crack, which is just as good.
It does the same thing, right? Sugar is crack.
Yep.
I mean, like fucking cinnamon bun.
All right. Nate, enjoy your birthday. Enjoy your pie day. Mike, thank you for the time and the laugh.
You're very welcome.
Enjoy Witcher.
I will, and then I'll enjoy the kids as they've waken up. So
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We will talk at you guys next time as we slowly creep up to our 500th episode as this podcast.
what?
See you. Bye.
Okay, one time Randy Beeman had to take baths with his brother. So one time his little brother took a potty in the bathtub, and now Randy Beeman gets to take showers by himself. Okay, bye.